everyone, it is Kummie Love once again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I will be talking about 7 things I wish I knew before coming to Russia. The first thing I'll be talking about is the cold. I wish I was mentally prepared for the cold. I was expecting the weather to be cold, I was expecting it to be very cold, but I feel like I was not prepared enough. I wasn't prepared enough, and this last winter was even worse than the first one I experienced. So yeah, if you plan to come to Russia, be very prepared. Be in every area that you can prepare, because the winter in Russia is not funny. The cold is not funny. And the second thing I'll be talking about is, before you come to Russia, just know that you're going to be surviving a lot on rice and spaghetti. I mean, okay, maybe I shouldn't generalize it, but then that is what I survive on. Okay, maybe others have something else they survive on, but I just feel like generally rice is something you're going to have to eat a lot. But I feel like that shouldn't be a problem for Nigerians, because I mean, we love rice. And the third thing I'll be talking about is documents. Take your documents very seriously. Very, very seriously, because documents are so important in Russia, and something this little can be the reason you go back home. So please take care of your documents, do everything you have to do, take it seriously. And the fourth thing I'll be talking about is the language barrier. I'm not even talking about the general one, the old, oh, you know they speak Russian here and all. I'm talking about even in the hostels. I remember my first 3 months here. I don't know the right word to use to describe it, but before I came here, I had a lot of scenarios in my head. I'm going to make this friends, I'll do this, I'll do that. But when I got here, in my hostel, there were few English speakers. Most of them were French speakers. I had a friend though, but we still had that language barrier problem, because she didn't understand English fluently, and I myself, I really don't know how to speak French. I can say bonjour, bonsoir, ça va, but conversing in French is not easy. You get my point, so just prepare yourself for that. But definitely you meet friends. Now I feel like there are a lot more English speakers in my hostel, and even in the medical university they have a lot of English speakers. But I'm just saying that it's something you should just maybe think of, have at the back of your mind, that there is a probability that you might not meet English speakers immediately. But you don't just limit yourself to people in your hostel. Make friends from other universities, in like the communities that you're in, and things like that. The next thing I'll be talking about is the exam system in Russia. Coming from Nigeria, where exams are written, you have to write them down, maybe answer multiple choice questions, objective questions, and all that. And here in Russia, literally you have to do your exam orally. You pick a ticket and you answer the questions on that ticket. It is you and your teacher face to face. So yeah, it was a shock, and I feel like that is something you guys should know, so you can also be mentally prepared for that. I feel like before you travel to Russia, you have to prepare yourself mentally in so many areas. And then the next thing I'll be talking about is how long it takes for you to get to another city. I'm not even talking about the cities around your city, but there are some cities that if you want to go there, you have to travel for 19 hours, 24 hours, like in the same country. I find that just baffling. I find it, yeah. So that is something you should prepare yourself for too. And another thing I'll talk about is the fact that, oh, there are actually churches, there are Christians, there are Muslims in Russia, because I know there is this misconception that there are no churches in Russia and things like that. I heard about it even before coming to, but just know there are churches, there are mosques, and then there are Christians, there are Muslims, so you don't have to worry about that. Then if there's anything I wish that maybe I did more, I took before coming, or something I regret not doing enough, I'll say it is that I feel like I didn't take enough food stuff. Okay, I took, but then maybe not particularly food stuff, but spices. I miss Nigerian spices. There's something I always say that one thing I am proud of about Nigeria is our food. I love our food so much. I wish I brought more spices with me, but I mean, well, it's fine. You can always find something else to substitute for them. It's just that sometimes you just want that home taste you get, but it is all good. You can still cook well, get things you can use instead, and all. So yeah, those are the things I wish I knew, or I wish I prepared more for before coming to Russia. But then yeah, so if you're coming to Russia, if you plan to come to Russia, then I believe that this video is for you. Take care of yourself. If there's anything you want me to talk about, drop it in the comments, and please don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to share. I love you all.